In the heart of the ancient town of Hội An, tucked under blooming bougainvillea vines, stands a small cafe named Morning Sunlight. The wooden sign sways gently in the breeze, as golden rays filter through the leaves. Birds chirp. The street is peaceful, like a quiet melody of dawn. Inside, the owner, a young woman named Mai, is carefully brewing her first cup of coffee. Every movement is gentle, every detail warm, as if the cafe itself is breathing calm. Not everyone is born into peace. Before returning to Hội An, Mai had a steady life in the big city. She was a hard-working office worker, always smiling, always hopeful. But then, everything crumbled to her company shut down, and her beloved mother passed away. That night, Mai held her mother's photo close, her tears falling into silence. In that moment of deep loss, she realized she needed something. A new beginning. Mai returned to Hội An, her grandmother's hometown, the place of her childhood memories. She stood still in front of the old, mossy house. The evening sky glowed orange. Cicadas chirped in the distance. Everything felt familiar, like the town was gently welcoming her home. She didn't say a word. She just knew this is where her life would begin again. Mai began to transform the old house into a small cafe. She painted the walls herself, planted flowers by the door, learned how to roast coffee from the village elders, and handwrote the menu with care. The days were hard, exhausting even. But her eyes never lost their spark. She was building something small, something meaningful, one cup at a time. One rainy afternoon, a young couple walked into the cafe. They were soaked, tense, silent, not looking at each other. Without asking questions, Mai quietly brought them 2 hot cups of tea. Along with her warm, calm smile, she believed healing didn't always need words. Outside, the rain kept falling, but inside, something warmer began to settle in. A week later, the same couple returned. This time, they held hands, sitting closer, smiles blooming on their faces. They greeted Mai and ordered the same tea, as if marking a small, silent anniversary. She smiled back, realizing this little cafe was doing something right, maybe not grand, but quietly healing hearts. One at a time, one afternoon, a group of high school students came in, filling the cafe with laughter. A curious girl raised her hand and asked, "Miss, why did you open this cafe?" Mai knelt beside the table, smiled softly and replied, "Because I lost everything once. But I realized, as long as the sun still rises, we can always begin again if we don't give up." The girl paused, then smiled back. Perhaps that day, she received her first life lesson not from a textbook, but from someone who lived it. Time passed, and Morning Sunlight became more than a cafe. It became a gathering place. Elderly locals came to read, travelers wrote journals, young people discussed dreams. And in the middle of it all, there was Mai, always present, gentle, and welcoming. Like a small lantern in the dark, she lit up the hearts of those who stopped. One day, a local newspaper featured an article titled "The Power of Optimism," with a photo of Mai carrying a tray of coffee, her bright smile glowing. It made people pause and breathe a little deeper. But to Mai, the fame didn't matter. What mattered was being able to continue planting seeds of hope, a cup by cup, day by day. That morning, Mai stood outside her cafe watering flowers. The sunlight kissed her face gently. She looked up at the sky, then turned to the camera with a calm, contented smile. Even in your darkest days, remember, if you hold on to optimism, you will always find the light to begin again. The screen slowly fades to white. The story ends, but the feeling stays. like the warm scent of coffee lingering long after the last sip.